Hello, this is the Watchdog, and welcome back to Fun with Watches. If watches weren't fun, you'd only need one. Today we're going to review the mysterious code 9606399. Let's start with the wrist check. I'm wearing this Major 2002 big old chronograph. And Greg was wearing my Pagani Design PD 1661 Cookie Monster. Grogo said that Lando Calrissian bought the Mos Eisley Cantina and tried fixing up the place. He put in a dance floor and had the band play dance music. At first it was very successful, but after a while the dancing lost its novelty and the former customer base started returning. Lando shook his head and said, "Now begins the wither of our discotheque." Alright, let's take a look at the watch. Comes in this box here, and inside the box we have a pouch. I think this is the first watch I ever got that came in a pouch. But there it is. It says mysterious code. Looks like them old cigarette pouches that women used to carry their smokes in. But here we go. Mysterious code. This is a nice looking watch. I like it. I really enjoyed this watch. This is the first mysterious code on my channel. I've been referring to this as the mysterious code with the mysterious reference number because I didn't see one on the AliExpress ad. Turns out I was too stupid to see it on the Caseback. This is a 43mm titanium quartz watch with a sapphire crystal and Ronda movement, so you are getting some pretty good specs for the price. I guess this would be considered a pilot's watch as it has many similarities to a Type A Flieger, but different enough not to be considered a Flieger. A Flieger would normally come on a leather strap, but this stock rubber strap is wonderful and I would never change it. This watch comes in 4 different colorways, each one with a matching strap. If you don't like the blue I chose, there's also a black, green, and brown. I must say I am not a fan of the brown, but to each his own. The watch is 40.4 millimeters at the bezel, but 43 millimeters if you measure at the case. 52.3 millimeters lug to lug, so it's a fairly big watch, but it's only 10.7 millimeters thick. Has a 21 millimeter lug width. Yes, you heard that right, 21, not 20, not 22. And weighs 73 grams on the supplied rubber strap. So even though this is a big watch, it's fairly light because it's made of titanium. The bezel is bead blasted. We have a bead blasted finish on the whole titanium case. Then we have the dial. The dial is blue and it has a texture to it. Can you see the texture? And then it says mysterious code up top. And then no mention of the Swiss movement that it has. Then we have a chapter ring with the minute markers and sub-minutes. And then we do have tiny minute counters that you can barely see. Don't know why they even bother with that. Then we have the indices. We have an upside down triangle at the 12, batons at the 3, 6, and 9, and thinner batons everywhere else. Then we also have numerals at every index other than the 6 o'clock, which has the date. And then we have Flieger style hands. And then we have a blue second hand, and this is a blue dial, so it doesn't show up very well. The blue second hand is on each different colorway, so if second hand legibility is important to you, you might want to choose a different colorway. So they should have had a different second hand for the blue colorway, but they did not. Then of course the date at the 6, it would have been nice if they would have color matched the date wheel, but they did not. Then we have a crown. Now the crown is not titanium. As you can see, the crown is steel. And the crown is a push-pull. This is not a screw down. You only get 50 meters of water resistance. But this is a Ronda quartz movement, so of course you're not going to get any... Seriously? Yeah, you do get a small minute hand jump. Oh, well. Let's try it one more time, just for luck. Okay, that time it didn't jump. Oh, well. I guess you just have to be careful when you set it. Then we have a flat sapphire crystal, And there must be AR coating because I don't see a ton of reflection. So I think they did a good job with the crystal. I even had to test it to make sure it was sapphire because I thought maybe they were fibbing and it was glass because of the lack of reflection. But no, it's sapphire. Then we have the case. The case is a bead blasted titanium or sandblasted or whatever they want to call it. And they did a really good job with the case. It's a big case, but at least the lugs kind of curved down a little bit, so it fits to the wrist nice. So I like the case, and it's super light. And then we have the case back. The case back is a screw down, and you see the little notches for a wrench. And then it says mysterious code up top. You can barely read it though, just because the engravement in the titanium doesn't show up very well. And then it looks like this is supposed to be a plane. Looks like an F-22, but I don't know. Maybe it could be an F-35, but it says J-20. So I don't know. I guess I'll have to look up to see if there's a plane, a J-20 plane. And then on the bottom there is the reference number that I did not see for the longest time. Okay, I just looked it up. I guess a J-20 is a Chinese stealth fighter. So I had previously took a stand where I wouldn't review the 1963 because it celebrated the Chinese Air Force. And here I am with a watch that technically celebrates the Chinese Air Force. So there's a little contradiction there, but I'm already in the middle of this review, so I'm going to go ahead and finish it. Underneath the case back is the Ronda 715 Quartz movement. Ronda has 3 levels of movements. They have Swiss made, then they have Swiss parts assembled in Thailand, and then they have pure Thailand movements. This is a Swiss parts movement. I took the case back off, and as you can see, it says Swiss parts. And so that means that this was assembled in Thailand, but with Swiss parts. And the movement's been very accurate. It's only gained 2 seconds since I originally set it when I first unboxed it. The strap is not silicone. This is rubber, and it's a really nice rubber. I'm surprised just how nice it is. It feels really good. Now, I don't know if this is real rubber or synthetic rubber, but it's clearly not silicone. And it's got this little pattern on the inside to help with sweat. And it does have quick release. And it does have 2 keepers, 1 fixed, 1 floating. And then it has a nice signed buckle. That's also titanium, matches the case just perfectly. And I really love this strap. I just wish it wasn't 21 millimeters, because if you ever did want to put it on leather or something, you're going to have to go buy one because you probably don't own one. But then again, the strap's so nice, why would you ever want to change it? And it seems so sturdy, it's going to last you forever. But really like this strap. And each colorway comes with a matching color. Here's the watch on my 7.5-inch wrist. It looks nice, it wears nice. Yeah, it's a big watch, but it's light. And the lugs do contour to the wrist. And I have 3 notches left. So if your wrist is bigger than 8.25, you will need a different strap, and you will need a 21 millimeter. But good luck finding a strap this nice. Here we are in the Lume room. I wasn't sure what to expect from a mysterious code, so let's see what we get. As we speed up the time, we see that we have C3 hands and BGW9 numerals and indices. It starts out decent enough, but then things start to fade, with the numerals and minor indices fading first. And then the major indices are soon to follow. At least the hands are the strongest thing on the watch, which is always a good thing. Not great lume, but decent and somewhat usable. What do I like about this watch? Well, I really like this titanium case. I like the dial. I love this rubber strap. I think the strap is excellent. And I like the fact that it has a Ronda quartz movement. What are my gripes and groans? 21 millimeter lug width. It has a blue second hand on a blue dial. And it celebrates the Chinese Air Force. Do I recommend this watch? Well, that all depends on if you're okay with celebrating the Chinese Air Force. I wish I would have known that when I ordered this, but I did not. But I'm going to continue with this review because they don't advertise this on the ad. So at least I'm informing the people out there about this, and so they can make up their own mind. Some people are perfectly fine with the Chinese Air Force, and if that's your case, go ahead. But I'm going to sell this watch. I can't keep it with that J20 on the back. But other than that, it's a great watch. It's wears nice, looks nice, has a wonderful strap and a Ronda quartz movement and a great crystal. Well, thank you for watching my review of the Mysterious Code 9606399, and I will be back with another review. Be sure and like and subscribe to my channel, and if you do like this watch and you're perfectly fine with the Chinese Air Force, use my affiliate link and I will get a small commission. And be sure to check out my Members Choice program. Bye.